So today's the first day I rode my bike in maybe a week or so. I haven't rode my bike for a while, but however, this morning when I woke up, my leg, my left leg was still in pain, but also my right arm. Felt like I slept on my arm. I couldn't really lift up my right arm without being in pain, but I still went outside. I was helping my dad doing some yard work in the front yard because he was cutting down the trees, and I just went out and asked him if he needed help. So my dad is in his late 70s or maybe even his 80s, and he's active, so I feel kind of bad that he's doing all that yard work. So I went out and asked him if he needed help. He said yes, and I mean normally he won't really ask for help, but because he knows I get dizzy pretty easy, so he doesn't want to come and help me. But I just went out and helped. I didn't feel any sensation when I was helping him, but I was outside helping him for over an hour. You know, I felt pretty fine when I was helping him. I had like little moments of like the symptoms when they went up, and but lately I haven't felt as dizzy as I used to be. But however, even though I don't get dizzy, because dizziness was one of the worst symptoms I had. So, and it's also the one symptom that I used to pay attention to. Anytime I felt dizzy, I would stop what I'm doing and go and lay down. The head pressure didn't bother me as much, which is kind of surprising to some people, because when your head feels funny, you start thinking, oh, you have a brain tumor, stuff like that. But now the dizziness is not there as much as it used to be. I'm kind of paying more attention to the other symptoms, like the head pressure now, the tightness in the chest, the breathing, the other symptoms I get. So, I mean, even though I pay attention to them for a few minutes, and then I just ignore them. Before, if I had like any little sensation, I would pay attention to it for hours. It could be like a symptom that doesn't really bother me, like goosebumps. I used to get goosebumps mainly on my right arm. I haven't had that for a couple of months now. But when I did get it, I started paying attention to it. I no longer feel numb. Like I used to get numb around almost every few days. I will wake up with my legs numb or my arms numb or something. I haven't had that for a few months, so I'm glad. Other than that, today was okay. I mean, I didn't have that much sensation, but sometimes, like, if I don't pay attention to them, I won't think about them as much. But of course, I'm still thinking about them from time to time. But like I mentioned, I don't really think about it as much as I used to, which is a good thing. But hopefully one day I'll completely ignore them and I won't even notice them, because the more I pay attention to them, the stronger the sensation lasts. So also I mentioned this, that I had these nasty bumps in the back of my head. This one on my neck, and there's like just one on my neck and then like one on my head. But every time I feel it, my mind automatically thinks I have cancer or tumor, and I don't know, because I never had like a test to check if I have cancer or tumor, which even thinking about going to get it checked kind of freaks me out. I mean, it's better to make sure you don't have it, but also kind of worries me, to be honest. So then I I almost went on Google just to check if what it could be, but I had to like stop myself because I remember even when I didn't have anxiety, I would get these bumps. You know, it's I don't know what it is, but it comes and it goes. So I don't think cancer, having a tumor would just come and go out of nowhere. You know, I had it before, and I knew some coworkers that had these bumps like mine, but back then when I had it, when I didn't have anxiety, I wouldn't even pay attention to them. Because with anxiety, any little thing you start worrying. You can have like a little rash on your hand, and then you start thinking it could be something else. Like when I was helping my dad with the when he was cutting the trees and stuff, I started getting rash because I have allergies and there's bugs on the leaves, stuff like that. So, but those rashes didn't get to me. But just imagine if you thought about what those rashes could be, then you're gonna start thinking about them like, or you might have like some kind of illness because you saw a bump on your skin, But I'm glad I didn't. Other than that, just today was pretty good. I mean, I kind of wish I went for a longer bike ride instead of just like going to one block and then going to another block and then coming around. But I mean, I was only gonna go around for 5 minutes or less, but I didn't. I mean, plus my arms was in pain, so I couldn't really like extend my arm and hold on to my bike as well as I wanted to. This is me about to head home right now, and other than that, tomorrow I might go somewhere for a car ride or something. I'm not too sure.